Okay, so we talked about CC&Rs. We're going to move right into what a common interest CIC resale packages.
Yes.
Because we're talking about restrictions on the property when you buy it. Here's another one. In addition to the CC&Rs, there you can have an HOA.
Correct.
So what is a resale package? And the big thing that people don't understand if you're a seller is who pays for it and why.
Okay, so twofold there. Yes, in our area, Nevada revised statutes state that the seller is required to provide that resale package to the buyer, and then the buyer has again another time frame to review that package. Our area has a ton of HOAs, landscape maintenance assessments. Those are all deemed to be within that same general CIC package that's required. DeMonte Ranch, for example, they've got the landscape and the maintenance, and then there's also some associations that have a third or a fourth HOA that go along with it. So those are all the documentation that the state requires be in the package. So financials against the association, financial information, budgets, bylaws, rules and regulations, articles.
What are you buying it and what are you getting into? That's the big thing.
Yes, exactly. So
and
you want
who
to
pays
know
for it?
Sellers.
Sellers,
Yes.
and it's not just a $50. I mean, in some cases
Correct.
it can run several hundreds up to $1,000 I've seen.
Correct. And
So-
I'd say most of them are around $350 from what I see.
And
$350.
the weird part is that at least what's been in the past is it takes a couple weeks to get it, and who gets that?
The buyers receive that package.
But who delivers this to the buyers in the transaction?
So as an escrow company, we get in the middle of helping to order it, but the seller would go online and they'll make their payment with a credit card online. Then when it's completed, it'll get sent to us typically, and then from there we would forward it on to the buyer's agent, and that starts that whole process with the time frame for them to review and ask questions. And if somebody has a question, again, you and I are used to these terms, but if somebody has a question, I highly recommend they call the title company or their agent.
Right, and it's very similar to CC&Rs. Once you receive it, you have 5 days to review it, and if you have any problems with it, the buyer can actually back out or get it changed or whatever they need to do to feel comfortable. So keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind, yes.